Hi, this is David Dusek. Welcome to this week's edition of This Week in Gear. Adam Scott is your winner at the 2016 Honda Classic, and in his bag he had a Titleist 915 D2 driver with 9.5 degrees of loft and a Mitsubishi Rayon Kurakage S TINI 70X shaft. His fairway wood was a Titleist 915F with 16.5 degrees of loft and a Fujikura Motore Speeder VC 9.2X shaft. His irons were a Titleist 716 TMB 3 iron along with 680 irons, a 3 through 9, and all of those had Project X LZ shafts. His wedges are Titleist Vokey Design SM6s. That is a 48, a 54, and a 60 degree, and all those have True Temper Dynamic Gold AMT X100 shafts. His putter is a Scotty Cameron for Titleist Experimental Prototype Rev X10, and his golf ball of choice is a Titleist Pro V1. Now, even though it's pretty early in the season, Adam Scott has actually made quite a few substantive equipment changes so far in 2016. At the beginning of the year in his bag, he had a Titleist 915 D5 driver. That's a driver that's never been available to the public, but he made a switch at the beginning of the year to a Titleist 915 D3 driver. But then, right before the start of the Honda Classic, he switched into a Titleist 915 D2 driver. Now, the 915 D2 is larger, boasting a 460cc pear-shaped head, and it should be slightly easier to hit a draw with that club. While both drivers are going to spin the ball less than their 913 counterparts, the 915 D2 is going to produce a slightly higher trajectory and a little bit more spin than the 915 D3. Adam Scott also decided to make a change to the shafts that are in his irons, going now with Project X LZ shafts. The LZ stands for load zone, and although these shafts are not yet available to the public, according to Project X, they will be later in 2016. The company also says that these shafts are stiffer in the butt section as well as the tip section, but are somewhat more flexible and a little less stiff in the middle. And finally, Louis Oosthuizen was the winner on Sunday of the European Tour's Perth International, and he did it using a Ping G driver as well as a 3-wood and a 5-wood. He also had a Ping crossover iron in his bag. He had a crossover 3 iron, in fact, and the club is available as a 3, 4, and 5 iron. The crossover is interesting because it's a hollow body construction with a flat face. So according to the company, it has a lower center of gravity, and because this golf club is hollow, it's going to give you ball speeds that are going to be similar to what you would ordinarily get from a hybrid club, but that flat face is going to be good a little more control and maneuverability, something you'd associate with an iron. Ping also put a little bit extra weight out in the toe section of the golf club, so the center of gravity is more in line with the center of the hitting area, again, for more ball speed, better feel, better control. Thanks a lot. I'm David Dusek for This Week in Gear, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week.